I did not plan to make this video, but I hear so many comments that go something like XT250 is too underpowered, it can't go on highways. I actually never felt that Yamaha lacked power on or off-road. In fact, for a small bike, XT250 exceeded my expectations in terms of power. Did I not spend enough time riding on highways? To find out, I decided to take Yamaha XT250 on a massive 500 kilometers trip. And in this video, I'll share with you what I learned. As you know, I used to ride big, fast, powerful bikes. And I was all in on the idea that faster is always better. Until one day, a Honda Trail 125 came along and crashed my worldview. For the first time, I was slow, and I simply loved it. Riding a tiny, lower-powered bike through picturesque mountains and beautiful towns in Japan, I had the most fun I ever had on a motorcycle. It was such a revelation. I knew that I wanted something small, light and fun. In addition to what Honda Trail 125 could give me, I wanted my new motorcycle to be able to go on highways. How fast? Not important. I don't care if I have to stay in the right lane, going the lowest legal highway speed. For me, a highway is a shortcut between the fun places I ride. The shortcuts don't matter. I didn't expect much from Yamaha, but still I wanted to test its limits. So I signed up for Moto Trail Adventure Club. They planned an autumn colors ride through beautiful Eastern Townships region of Quebec. Adding the time to go from Montreal to and from the meetup place, and I got a 9-hour, 500 kilometers road trip. What a perfect test for Yamaha XT250. So how did it do? It impressed me. After 9 hours and 500 kilometers, I came home fresh. Yes guys, I was fresh after such a long ride, sitting in the saddle for the whole day. I could have continued. Out of 9 hours, we spent several hours riding at 110 kilometers an hour. That was easy. I could go 110 kilometers all day. I could even accelerate pretty well from 100 kilometers going uphill. This was truly unexpected and impressive at the same time. We had some pretty big bikes in the group. The guide was on a KTM 890 Adventure R. There were also a BMW 1250 GS, Suzuki V-Strom 650, Honda CRF 300 Rally, and an old 1982 Honda XL 250R. And I could easily hang with the fastest half of the group. I was pleasantly surprised how willing and eager Yamaha was to build speed. Of course, I'm not a heavy guy, I'm just 73 kilograms. If you are heavier, it may be different for you. For quick starts, I had to rev the engine, and I had to use quick shifting technique. But this allowed me to be really fast from the stop signs and out of the corners. Overall, Yamaha XT250 did very well, much better than I had expected. It can go on highways, for sure. But actually not all bikes in the group could handle the entire ride very well. It was a very easy ride. At some point we came to a narrow gravel road with pretty steep slope with a few ruts. The BMW rider did not adjust traction control settings, and on the washed out part of the road the bike struggled with traction, lost momentum, and it stopped. We played with all the possible traction control settings, but nothing helped. The bike was too heavy and the gravel road was too steep for it. With the traction control switched off, the BMW just dug a hole in the ground. With the traction control on, the bike wasn't going anywhere. The guy had to roll it all the way back to the flat part of the road, and with the speed and momentum he could finally make it to the top. This was such an eye-opening experience for me. I could stop right next to the stuck BMW, and I had no issues going up again. I could effortlessly ride circles around it. What's even more surprising for me, it wasn't even a hard technical trail, just a clean gravel road with a couple of washout places. This event inspired me to post the video Yamaha XT250 versus BMW 1250 GS. If you haven't watched it, check it out later. So now let's talk about the power. Do I wish Yamaha XT250 had more power? In all honesty, no. The power comes with compromises, which I don't want to have. You'll either need to have a bigger engine, which adds more weight, or you'll need to stress the engine, which will lower its reliability. So you'll make it heavier or less reliable, and it's going to be more expensive, that's for sure. And for what? So that you could go faster than 110 kilometers an hour? Why? It's a small, light, off-road focused bike. Even if it could go faster, why would I want to? A light bike is simply not safe at speeds above 110 kilometers an hour. So 110 kilometers an hour is plenty. Need more speed or need to carry more equipment or ride 2 up? Then don't take Yamaha XT250. That's pretty simple. That's not the bike for this. By the way, do you want a few more tips for riding a smaller bike fast, including highways? First, quick shifting. If you don't know how to quick shift without clutch, learn it. You'll be much faster. It's like adding horsepower to your engine. Second, install a windshield. It makes a huge difference. If you don't have it, consider buying one. You'll thank yourself later. I'll put a link in the description of the one that I bought. I really recommend it. Third, don't go too fast. Don't go above 110 kilometers an hour. If you need to go faster, then small dual sport bike is not for you. And last one, beware of huge trucks. Maintain distance from them whenever possible. Yamaha XT250 is a light, off-road focused bike. It's just basic physics. A strong air blast will push it around. So guys, in summary, Yamaha XT250 can do highways super well. Tested and confirmed by my 500 kilometer ride. A 250cc bike has no right to be that good on a highway. If your expectations are in line with a 250cc bike, then it will surprise you in a good way. It's a light, off-road, go-anywhere bike that can handle any road, anytime, anywhere, including highways. I love it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have a few more good ones coming up. See you guys next time.